Let's talk about Iowa for a second because everybody's talking about it. And I want to just give some clarity on why the results there were A, not surprising, B, not that really significant, and C, not all good for Donald Trump. So let's dig in. The first thing to remember is just simply that while it seems like the Iowa primaries are a huge deal, that's mostly because the mainstream media makes them a huge deal, not because they're predictive, because they're not, or because Iowa represents the entire country, because as we know, it does not. Iowa is older, far more white, and far more evangelical than the majority of the country. So that is important to remember when we look at these results. These are not results that mirror the rest of the country. They mirror Iowa. Second thing to know is, yes, Trump did win. He won 51%, and that is a historic victory. Having said that, considering that Trump is a very well-known figure who is more or less in the minds of Republicans and incumbent, he's like their guy, he lost a lot of people too. 49% of the people who got up and went out in this incredibly cold, snowy weather to vote voted for someone other than Trump. And a lot of those people, in fact, 25%, said that they would not give Trump their vote no matter what, that they would vote for Biden or a third-party candidate should their candidate not get the nomination. That is a big deal. That is a change, and it is something that if I were in the Trump campaign, I would be very worried about. Presidential elections, especially in this era, are decided by tiny numbers of votes, right? Under 100,000 votes in 3 to 5 states. Donald Trump is losing die-hard Republican votes. That's not a great sign for him. So we knew Trump was going to win in Iowa, and he won in Iowa. He won 51% of the vote, but he lost 49% of the vote, die-hard Republicans. Also, turnout was significantly lower than in 2016. Last night, turnout was 115,000 voters. In 2016, it was 187,000 voters. Weather notwithstanding, there is diminishing enthusiasm for this guy. He's still dangerous. He's still a formidable foe. He is going to be the nominee. We are going to have to fight like hell. And we're really going to have to focus on third-party voters who will be our destruction if we don't get them to vote for Biden. Having said all of that, I don't care what happened in Iowa last night. We've beaten Trump before. We're gonna beat him again. He's weaker now than he was then. And we can do this. So as much noise as the mainstream media is going to make about this and a million other things that aren't actually that significant, our job is to stay focused, stay united, and stay determined to beat the biggest threat to democracy on our planet we have ever faced. And we're gonna.